You've got it all planned out. Tonight is gonna be perfect. Until she gets a whiff of your bad breath. Yuck! Now, fix bad breath fast with Galvanic Blast. Our breath mints use only the rarest scent crystals, unearthed from certified Mirrodin mines. Don't trust those other mints, they'll leave you hydro-blasted. For flavor that will last, choose Galvanic Blast. Dealing damage to bad breath longer than any mint legal on the Tin Street market. For long-lasting flavor that is unsurpassed, choose Galvanic Blast Breath Mint. Feel the blast!
Available at Moros's Market. Well, it isn't often that I play control lists, especially with multiple mystical teachings inside, but I'm going to do it today. Not guaranteeing we're going to get all rounds in, because you know how these things can go really long. Anyway, thanks for joining me nice and early. Shirazaman, Dayakuba, Dreamer, Stingo, and then Chimsky. All right, so yeah, this is 99.9% of what I faced and lost to in the semifinals against obZen, one of my favorite brewers online for years and years and years. We've gone against each other. He brought this Esper Teachings list, and I just thought it was really cool. There's a lot of neat cards in this. So we've got 24 lands. Let's see. We've got 3 swamps, 2 plains, the 4 fronts, islands, 4 backwaters, and all 4 Ash Barrens for the old school count of 24. Super consistent. Watch, we get screwed all day, right? Played Magic in the house. Thank you, sir. And before I forget, Nimchimsky finally sent me a picture of his handsome mug, and so we will eventually, in the next week or 2, or at most 3, because I am going on a little field trip here, get him in the intro. Anyway, enough on that. We've got, this is our kill card. Recruit the worthy. Buyback for 3. Make a soldier. We've got 4 Brainstorm, 1 Dispel, 2 Devious Cover-Up, 3 Teachings, 1 Destroy Evil, 4 Frantic Inventories. There's another card. There's 2 or 3 other cards that do the exact same thing as this, but this one has instant. And what is it? What was that one that was I can remember the initials. I can't remember the name of the card. I won't ponder on it. So the original list had 4 counterspells, 1 prohibit. I found that with the mana the way it is, I really like 2 prohibits and 3 counterspells. Accumulated knowledge. Thank you for that, Nimchivsky. Sorry, I'm like having a breakdown here. We've got 4 cast down, 1 edict, and 1 decay, because we got the fetch package here. 1 suffocating fumes, 2 crypt rats, win condition number 2, but almost never happens. 1 crypt incursion, 2 exclude. This I think had 3 in it prior, and this had 2 in it prior. I really, really like this card. This is what got me kind of high on the list. I was like, wait, a white draw card that I haven't heard of, and how did I miss this? So draw a card, you gain life equal to the number of cards in your hand. A lot of times this gets up like 5 or 6 life out of the deal. So very cool. We've got 1 Circle of Protection red. We've got 1 Scorn, 2 Nagas. This is surprisingly expensive. It's like $2.50 or something. So obviously you can run Disenchant here, because it's very rare that you're going to run the 5/6 body, but that is what killed me in the semifinals. 1 Exclude, 1 Muddle the Mixture, 3 Blue Elemental Blast, 2 Arms of Hadar, 1 Edict, 1 Unmake, and 2 Relics, because why not? Right? Woo! So hopefully we go up against a lot of quick decks that want to submit early when they get bummed out that that our life is keeping up with theirs. So we're going to see how this goes. Anyway, Union of the Third Path. Yeah, it just sounds cool. It's like, what happened in the book of blankety blanket? Oh, the Union of the Third Pact. It's like, oh, yeah, that sounds really legit. All right, here we go, guys. Whoa, we got a lot of lands. Probably too many to keep, but I'll keep. quadruple fixing. We'll sit back on Counterspell and cycle the rest and go from there. We are a control deck after all. Woo! This is the kind of hand, though, I throw it back, I end up getting 1 land, and then we go to 5, right? Oh, that's right. That's why it's so pricey. I was figuring it had something to do with, like, what do you call modern or being expensive in another format. That's usually what the bleed over happens there. So, all right, we'll get an island just so we can threaten Counterspell turn 2. It's not bad magic, right? Yeah, Devious Cover-Up's been a kind of a little sneaker MVP in this list, being able to get back a lot of your good stuff after you've, got your mana right and everything. Oh, this is exactly what I wanted to see, kind of an aggro list to see if we could stay alive. I've faced Koldatha burn a lot. I have never faced just straight up goblins, which this is either that or RDW. But yeah, I mean, it has been years since I played, we played a Teachings list about 2 weeks ago. I can't say that because it had Teachings in it, but this is very leaning on Teachings and usually not really my style. And it's not that it's not my style, it's not streaming style. And sometimes people are like, why don't you do that? Well, come on, man. They're like, why don't you do that more? And I'm like, well, because, the matches take crazy amounts of time, and then you get the, oh, wait a minute, I had that set at 1. So I make sure my frames are all correct, right? All right, let's see. So for everybody out there, rewind, get that person's name, and block them so they don't quit on you. Yeah, obZen has been on similar lists like this for quite a while. We used to battle it out when we grinded a lot together. We were kind of grinders at the same date and times, and had a lot of very good stuff. Good to see more Teachings decks. Haven't seen one since Tron. Yeah, well, we did play the Poison Teachings, but again, it wasn't really based on it. It was just there. Okay, Prohibit's making me feel like a smart guy. I'll say keep. We'll go get an island and then sit back and hopefully draw what we're supposed to. It's another mountain. It's another aggressive red deck. This is the one we expect, though. He thought I pasted the wrong list in the email. Yeah, I think we only played a true Teachings list once or twice in our entire history of playing on, and it's for very obvious reasons. The clock runs out. You blink and it's hour and a half in, and you've played game 1 of 3. I'm exaggerating, but I am prone to do that. And I just liked how flexible the list was, and the old school mana count. And apologies for the extracurricular noise you might hear in the background. Unit next to us is getting their windows demolished. I would say replaced, but it sounds like they're taking a wrecking ball to it sometimes. So they're in a hurry. Let's just say that. Always watch the YouTube since I can't catch you live. Oh, Insomniac Images. Nice to see you. Thank you for chiming in. And SS Grim. Good to see more teaching sticks. Is that Grim of the Legion Persuasion? I know they would only know the name or the answer to that. The Collector Legion out in Lawndale, California. Have you played Cycle Storm any? I don't believe I have touched that one. That one or like One Land Spy. Yeah, thanks for all the new viewers. That's pretty cool. All right, let's see what we can do here. Oh, okay. Yeah, the owner of the store is actually, his name is Grim. Very jolly guy, too. Strange name for somebody like that. But okay, so we're going to sit back on cast down. Hopefully they, play a Swift Spear and then float something so we can Echoing Decay. But that'd be a risky proposition with the prowess mechanic, right? Bore people in it. Juice Goal. What is the point of the deck? To win, damn it. That's the point of most decks. Yeah, we want to get out our little 1/1 soldier with buyback. Once we kind of hold position, get our life online, and establish control, and then go from there. To answer in a long-winded fashion. Big UFC fight tonight. I think we're going to get it. I don't know. You got to... I love a good John Jones fight, but it's been about 4 since we've seen one. He leaves memory for just long enough that you don't realize that he's had some pretty underwhelming title defenses. So that's the one, Nimchinsky. Thank you for that. Yeah. Can also deck with Devious Cover-Up. All right, what do we have here? Definitely a cast down turn here. And the other reason, too, a lot of times I don't play this style of list. It's very good to be focused and not doing anything else but looking at your options. And when you're a chatterbox like me, this kind of deck is very punt-worthy. Crunch. Cast down. Showing down. Woo! Here we go. Hey, look at this. We're at 19 life. We're going to drop our third land. What's going on? Alrighty. Oh, man, it's fighting us a little bit. Another reason I put in that second Prohibit instead of leaning on just 1 and 4 counterspells. Let's see what we got. We've got this coming down. I'm going to turn this engine off and try to get a land out of the deal. Exclude's definitely one of the cards. It's kind of a, I don't know, just extra Christmas morning. It feels amazing when it works like that, but a lot of times when I'm looking at the 75, I'm like, I think I might want to trim 1 or 2 of those. So old school. It does replace itself, so that's pretty nice. Oh, we got a Skyfisher coming up. You know, I lost horribly. It might have been to this person last night with a super artifact-leaning list of Boros. It ran it's that new equipment for Maraudin, the red one, which I'm still surprised at seeing any play. I looked at it, but you know, once I see it in combat, I'm like, okay, I get it. You get a repeatable 3/1 body, pretty cool. We've got to get rid of that. Oh man, come on, list. We are running 24 lands for a reason, and that reason is not showing up here. That's the 1-bar Battle Fist. Yeah, it's always neat when you. And I have for like the last 3 or 4 sets, you know, you look at stuff and you're like, God, okay, don't miss anything. Look into the future. What's this gonna bring? And I'm always pretty confident when I post those lists on like the week of, but then I'm like, oh, wait a minute here. Well, we can hope for a double synth trip here because we can hold out on Echoing Decay maybe. Get some value out of that deal. Woo! Well, we really have nothing, do we? I'm going to do this just because of our hand size. Buy us some time here. Oh, they're F6. They should have pitched that. All right, cool. Boy, we really have to go get a blue here, I think. White would be awesome if we draw our little life spell, but we don't even have it yet. So I'm going to lean on our counter magic, which is plentiful in our hand. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 4 of them are hard counters. Get past this turn without really anything hitting the board. We might have a shot, but make no mistake, Boros with the artifacts leaning is definitely one of the matchups I don't want to see. So I'm going to prohibit this just to try to turn off this little tempo engine. It's tough to get out of. Ooh. Yeah, I was looking at the list last night as I was getting just trumped by it, and I was like, boy, it's going so hard into outside of like a list running like multiple shenanigans main, the card literally. I was like, that's kind of a neat strategy. It's like it's a bit too low and wide and thick for a Gorilla Shaman to be a problem, and yeah, it was pretty cool. Gosh, sorry again about the noise. My goodness. Boy, our list is really fighting us here. Good news is we're at 19 life. Hopefully we draw a plane and then maybe get that Union of the Third Path. The coolest sentence you can say in Magic, right? Yeah, we got to get rid of that for sure. I'm just going to counterspell this one. I was thinking of the Devious Cover-Up, but I'd like to cycle that Fumes. Keep creatures off the board. Yeah, the one last night also had a Omen of the Dead engine going, and I was like, oh my goodness, that is crazy. Oh, Lightning Helix showing up. All right, well, we avoid 4 there. That's pretty cool. I don't believe we're going to be running into a Golgotha Rebirth here. Pauper Tim in the house. Yo. All right, we will be drawing cards, damn it. Let's get this where it's a little more aesthetically pleasing. Here we are. Cycle. Let's go. Absolutely dominated this week in pickleball. Felt like a winner. Sealed chicken dinner. I think I'm just going to pass go because we can Brainstorm / Devious Cover-Up. A lot of synergy in this list. I'm not going to lie, I have, and hopefully it doesn't show, but I have not played it all that much. Only about 3 evenings of slightly libated outings. Yeah, you got the Brainstorm Teachings or the Brainstorm Counter combo here if we just find a bunch of islands and swamps and such. So, all right. Yeah, we'll Brainstorm here. Okay, don't need. We might need that actually. I guess Brainstorm. Then all Teachings. All we really need is white. Can't really find that with this style list here. Alrighty, I got Destroy Evil, which I kind of like for the makeshift munitions, as that's going to be keep going. Let's see, we've got 9 life in the option of Crypt Incursion. We get our Frantic Engine online, but I'm going to lean on Destroy Evil. I don't know why I did that because we don't have a white source, but we might draw on one. Heyo, better lucky than good. Obscura Storefront, getting our life online. Woo! All right. Devious Cover-Up with a hoodie. Yeah, it was cold. A lot warmer this weekend. I've got a little wool cap that oh no, that actually kind of hurts us. Bye-bye, good stuff. We can't flashback Teachings and everything else is just a loss. So we don't really, outside of Teachings, it's not too bad. Holding our life total. Our neighbors have been celebrating St. Patrick's Day for 2 weeks early. Every Friday evening we've been having a little game night / get-together, potluck, watch an old movie based on Irish themes. It's been pretty fun. Alrighty, I guess we just pass here, as long as we're not over. So we'll probably Destroy Evil and then Crypt Rats. I just want to do it on their turn so that they're less likely to use this in offensive posture. Not much they can really trip though. Maybe their Great Furnace. I can't imagine they're going to get rid of a Samurai token here. It's nice having options, especially in the form of being able to get rid of just about everything out there. So, pretty cool. Been seeing a lot of Destroy Evil in the meta. Nice to see another flexible white removal card, right? Yeah, that was a very timely Bazooka Bog. I'm reading backwards about that. Yep. Yeah, I've had some games against Golgotha Red with this list. I was very surprised, even game 1, being able to like win with just, not too much counterspell help, just gaining just enough life here and there, and a lot of good times. I think they're on that, what's that, the Lightning Helix plan. I can never find room for that when I brew with it, but we'll probably get one in the face here if they've got one, but we'll cough this up. We'll go get our life online with Union of the Third Path. Dun, dun, dun. We could get our combo online. I'm just going to get our life right and drop, because we could always do that again, especially if we hit another land. That's pretty cool. Yep, that's pretty cool. Again, we'll sit back. I have this sorcery mindset, and I'm playing with all these instants, so I have to wait till... This should just be called EOT. End of turn. Let's just straight up counter that. Could have third path there, but I want to wait on that. Let's see, we've got 3, 6, 9. We've got 12 life in the Crypt Incursion. I think this is that similar list where they have Omen of the Dead, so I might want to wait on the Incursion there. Of course, it does have flash, so it's going to be quite a wait, isn't it? Union of the Third Path. Draw a card, then gain 5 life. Well, it's not what it says, but that's what's going to happen this time. Cool. Let's go find a swamp, right? Yeah. Strange times. Swamp. If we're going to die, we'll do it our way. Booyah. There's the good stuff. Yeah, I think we have to do it this way, right? Boop. Hopefully they bait out some sort of galvanic blast and then we can zap it. Well, I wanted to be able to activate rats so we stop taking this shock damage every time Dreamer Stango, but either one of us has valid points, I would say. Very curious. So we hear the thunderous window replacement in the distance. Boy, I am chewing through that coffee. Radiant fountain showing up. All right. They're like, what is this guy's win condition? Oh, a bit naked here. I think we'll wait till... Should we wait till EOT? Put this at 12. We're not under that much threat. Let's see. We've seen one galvanic blast, which is hiding, isn't it? Bink. Yeah, and the helix. That's a pretty... I'm going to let this through. Yeah, Dreamer Stingo, I was thinking the same thing. I immediately thought, like, maybe you should go green because of that same reason, Impulse Marasa and, Weather the Storm and all the variables. But I'm going to let this hit just so we can prevent any EOT critter from zapping us here. Boom, boom. Can't attack, so we might as well zap this now. Done. Crunch. Wish that was in the graveyard, but it close enough. All right. Well, pass the turn again. You know what? Let's draw right now, just in case we hit a land. Ooh, that feels pretty good. So much stuff to do. Yeah, this is quintessential draw go. Horrible for streaming, so apologies. We're probably going to lose a lot. I would say 1 or 2 games today on time. All right, let's get a little threat going here. We'll buy it back since munitions is gone. Get this thing going here. Cool. Attacking. Yeah, I figured it'd go kind of old school with some new cards and Union of the Third Path. And when recruit the unworthy, or I keep saying unworthy, don't I? When recruit, boy, I had an episode last night. Oh my God, we were playing 313. I stared at a 5 of hearts and would have bet cutting off my finger that it was a 4 of clubs. Like they had to show me their hand afterwards because I made a misplay because that's how bad that little vision trick I've got happened. That was the first that's ever happened to me on a card game. Anyway, sorry about the mic hit there. Yeah, I'm kind of trying to get him to do that all-out turn so I can Crypt Incursion him and laugh all the way to the bank. I love my basics. These are my 3 favorites in these colors. Should be of no surprise to any longtime watcher of propaganda. I've got, like anybody, thousands of lands to choose from, but these are always... I like this old school look. Oh, no, Dead Debate. It's a dyslexia issue. But that's the first time, like I said, it's ever happened on a card. I was like, holy crap. Like, usually it's after the fact and you realize, like, oh, it must have been that again. But that was like watching myself have that episode. It was weird. Oh, you're partially colorblind. Nice. Yeah, it's funny you bring that up. One of the ladies we play all the time with is colorblind, and it's a big issue with a lot of board games that we play because the green and the blue really throws her. We have to tell her all the time. Like, I think in Rummy Cube, that's the one that does it the most. Yep, they are killing the stream. All right, we'll give them to the 44. How's that? All right, we got about 10 seconds here. Yeah, we'll give them to the 0 there. It's never know if they're going to the restroom or whatnot. Maybe the doorbell rang, or who knows. What's the most unlikely scenario? A asteroid hit their tank outside and blew up part of the house. All right. And you know what? That's another thing that I don't like about this list from playing is I do, and when you're just hanging out solo or whatever, that's fine. But I get a lot of people quitting because that initial rush of like, now you're gaining life, now you're drawing a lot of cards, and they don't even wait to see what your win condition is. Often it's just it's over, baby. That's what I'm trying to say. So yeah, I've never liked the art on Echoing Decay because of this green always looks like kind of a foil in the distance. I don't know, there's something about it that kind of does that same illusion of a foil, but this card's really gone down in notoriety / effectiveness. Before back in the Empty the Warrens days, this was just everywhere. You'd see lists like this too, but I'm really, really liking this Union of the Third Path. I think this is a really, really strong card for white. Just getting right in that edge of like, we're drawing a card in white. It's got a lot of flavor. Feels very white in the gaining life aspect, but another card I'm not too sure about Unmake, but obviously against, a 2022 Guardian coming at you with Basilisk Gate, that would be interesting. Let's see here. Yeah, we got the inventory for the draw. A lot of draw on this list. But yeah, a lot of flexibility too. In that we've got that little toolbox mentality. So I threw these over here just so I can get my big card in the middle here. I always like to do that for visual aid, I should say. What's going on in the... everybody's just waiting. All right. We'll just chill out here. So yeah, the original... and you can go to the Pauper Classic Tuesday list at gatherling.com and go over the top 8 there. I think I've gotten third for like 4 weeks in a row or something. But yeah, he ran 4 counterspells, 3 exclude. There was 1 less of these and 1 less of these. I liked the extra prohibit over counterspell for given the flexibility of the colors. And I liked 1 more union over an exclude because I'm just greedy like that. All right, Rodrigo, let's hope you're not a quitter. And away we go. We've got defense early. Our mana's okay. Not great, but where it should be, You play 24, you expect a 3-land hand. Keep. Let's go. Oh, thank you, Nimchimsky. All right. What do we have here? Life gain deck. Uh-oh. This will be a long one. Alrighty. Well, that showed up timely, so now we can not waste our Ash Barrens on a swamp. We'll go get a plane with it. Get our mana right. Boop, like that. There's definitely part of me that does not like how easy it is to play 3 to 5 color lists in this format and almost lose. Unless you're just up against like the blitziest of blitz lists, that doesn't seem like it makes you pay enough for the flexibility given. Another Boros list. All right. Well, we've got the right card in our hand in Suffocating Fumes, so we'll feign a little ignorance here. Make them think we're on Azorius until I drop the bomb. Another Boros list. This is life, though, right? This is more of a bully-like. The other one was metal. Pop. Okay. I don't really want to... I'm going to just make up think we're on some sort of a Azorius control list here. I think with that second Ash Barrens, I'll go get another island just to really keep up pretenses here. That's fine. At what stage do we pull the trigger? I don't know. Probably next turn. Cycle for island. Play surprise swamp. Suffocating Fumes. I've been on that side of the board so many times. You're like, okay, I gotta go all out. I'm gonna stop after this next hawk. I promise. There'll be no more after this. Here we go. An island. That's all we got. Never heard of a swamp. I live in the high realms. Well, you can Devious Cover-Up and go get it back into your list, or you can Crypt Rats, or you can just Devious Cover-Up win. It's pretty darn flexible. Every time I have those thoughts, I look at the list and I'm like, oh, wait, they have that covered. Yeah, this is weird. I'm going to play the plane. Can exclude a quality critter like a Skyfisher or a Seeker, or make them overcommit. I love how they're at 4. That's why I didn't want to drop that Backwater. They have like a double hawk play here. I mean, that would be optimal. Then our Suffocating Fumes would really do some damage, but... Come on. Double stuff. Sacred Cat, all right. All right. Unfortunate. All right. Considering exclude there, but all right. Now I'll sit back and wait. Well, dead debate. I would just point to obZen there because I'm pretty new to it, so I'm definitely not going to be an optimal pilot of it. But I was like, hey, we need a little bit of a change up here. Alrighty, we'll let that go. Probably looking for maybe a land peasants, I would imagine. It's going to be a hell of a long game. Gaining lots of life. Alrighty. Let's let them have it with this. Making sure not to cycle it. That would really suck. Unless they have charge here. It's like a 3.5 for 1, given that Sacred Cat and the Veteran are going to come back. But how quickly and how soon? There's the cat. Don't know if that's worthy of a cast down, but if it gets enchanted, it might be. All right. We've got a counter. We've got removal. Let's drop... I'll drop the Backwater here. Get rid of this. Just turn off a little bit of the life package. Hard to avoid with the Luminous Phantom and that, but yeah, what Dreamer Stango said, that's been very, very, very true. Like the first thing people, when they build something like this, they have a toolbox, they have all these toys, and they want to stuff it and cut back on lands, and it's like, no, you need... I would say the lowest you'd ever want to go is probably like 23. That's the last hawk. I'm not too worried about that. I don't want to see like a Seeker or a Skyfisher or something of substance show up. Ew, what has it got? An Ash Barrens here? It's another cat. Yeah. I can't really counter that with that. That just coming right back. Counter that one. Just want to keep on a pretty quick clock here. If we start taking 4 a turn, I hate countering that because it's just like a pseudo half turn buy. But yeah, this list doesn't like Boros. It's a little too efficient. Keeps coming, reloads, resets. Takes a bit of time. Okay, we do like that. Let me view our sideboard here. Yeah, we'll be bringing in Hadar for sure. That's a nice little hit there. All right. We could find a rat, although we've already got the mana to pitch it for 1. I think I'm going to get a plains here. Scrap that. We'll get a swamp. All right, let's go. Inventory, hold up, exclude. Now, the reasons I usually don't play lists like this, I think this is like maybe the second time ever where it's very teachings based, is I'm not all the best host when that happens because I'm like kind of, you know, sitting there staring. And I thought of playing Envelop in this list for scenarios similar to Dispel, but obviously with the aforementioned difference in lingo. All right, what are we getting hit with here? Boy, we really want that Crypt Incursion, don't we? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, that'll really bring us back. Oh my goodness. God, do I want to envelop now, right? I think we got to hold for teachings here. Crypt Rat would be awesome too. I mean, we can't really teachings that up. Whew, man. Boy, they're going for it. Look at this. The teachings now, just maybe they'll forget their attack phase. You can hope, right? Crypt Incursion feels pretty good. Decay feels good. This is tough. I think we go Crypt Incursion though. It's really going to keep us out of range for the longest. Plus they're tapped out, so it's at 3, 6, 9, 12, 15 life. Not too bad. Decay stops 4. We gain 3 times that with Crypt Incursion and their ability to lights out stuff. So we also have that outside chance of dropping a Crypt Rat. And really, man, if we draw a Crypt Rat right now, this is going to be an epic turn. No. However, we could still do this. Inventory main. See what we get. Oh, that's kind of nice, huh? All right, 1, 2, 3, 2. Don't really have any options there. And they can bring this back, so let's do this now. All right. That's a lot of turns. A lot of turns to find rats. Do the patient pause there, making them think that, oh, do we want to use a counterspell that we don't have? I think we'll pass. Yeah, feels like a rally turn. Double rallied, kill us. Come on, rats, come on. Let's go, baby. I've tried this Rally Discovery bully build coming from the guy that made the original, but I was never too big of a fan of it. All right, let's see. Let's draw something good here. That's a good start. Yeah, let's find a Crypt Rat. I don't see any anythings, huh? Ugh. This is pretty useless. I don't really have a Shuffle effect outside of a Teachings, which I do not want to do right now. 2, 4, 6. I think we're better on just yeah, kind of a wasted move there, just because of the 2, 4, 6, 8, 9 for a Teachings. I think that's a little too steep. Really, I know we're not going to hit it, but it's going to get us closer to it, and we'll still gain a little bit of life here. 4, to be specific. Really wish I would have got that second plains out of the deal. All right, well, we get one of those. Yeah, had I not seen this deck in competition, I would have been like, that looks like it takes way too long, but obZen was pretty brutally effective with it, as you can tell by his second place finish. The first place deck was a pretty cool one too, kind of a new take on mono black with a little bit green splash. That was pretty sweet. Okay. Would be pretty. Oh yeah, he's got double rally options here. This is terrifying. Halfway through his list, they probably have it. I'm going to do the extra hesitate to make them think like, oh man, we wanted to use our second fumes. Oh well. We can't do anything here. Strange lock. There it is again. Third path. That feels a little bit better. We can at least get back a Suffocating Fumes and then Teachings that up. Yeah. We're at least safe from the boogeyman of Rally the Peasants. Oh, Mtmentat. Yeah, no, yeah, it's some interesting tech in that list. I was pretty tickled by it. I think we let this go. I've really got to respect the rally turn here. I'd love to have an extra mana or 2 mana and exclude that. But as is our way. Keep my finger off of that yield button. Dig for rally. Devious Cover-Up's like the perfect answer for that. Just get rid of that whole flashback option. A nice position to be in where you wait for this good spell that will have inevitability and like 10 turns or 10 points smash in between things. Taking a lot of damage in the games we've played so far, and deck definitely can gain some life. That Union of the Third Path is pretty sweet. I don't really have a play here. God, we're just one away from that Teachings and being efficient here. All right, we'll go get a Plains. Where was this when I had my Brainstorm, right? Gotta go to the store. I'll be right back. Plains. All right, we're at 13. Boy, oh boy, oh boy. We need that Crypt Rat. We need that Suffocating Fumes. Be nice to be able to Devious Cover-Up. Put a bunch of good stuff back. Go search for it. 2, 4, 6. Yeah, we could search for it, main phase, and cast it. That would be pretty sweet. Oh, is it the Scales card in Chimsky? So for 4 mana we can do that. 3, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. We're dead to a bolt here. I don't think it's worth taking out 1 cat to play 4 mana for a Recruit the Unworthy. We'll just take this, and hopefully a spell shows up and we can Devious Cover-Up it. I might just grind us to a halt here. Yeah, no, that's a good point too. At this point, I don't know if that's worthy of a counter. I'm going to do it just so I can get back. I don't really like this play, but I'm going to do it because I can get back Suffocating Fumes. Let's see. We want to keep one of those in the yard. We'll get an Incursion back, and this get some life back here. And we're dead to bolt, but they don't know that. Yep, they got us. Good for them. Bonk. So we had the mana there where we could have main phase Teachings into Fumes, but they got us. All right, Hadar will come in. I don't like Exclude at all in this matchup. Fumes feels really good. Blast feels pretty good. I don't really want too many of those. Edict feels horrible. Destroy Evil. There's not much we're really afraid of there, so I'll get rid of that. We'll bring in this. Let's see here. Guardian Naga for the win. It probably will go that long, right? But there's not many things that we're trying to get rid of here. Maybe one Relic. I was really debating if that should be a Nihil Spellbomb, but I didn't want to change too much of the list there. And yeah, as a streamer, I almost wanted to get rid of this and just make it like Tormod's Crypt. Just so that is such a clock hog, and we're already kind of up against it here. Let's try that. Yeah. Woo. I don't really want the COP red against a mostly white leaning list. It's only going to stop a few Gal Blasts and bolts. Yo. Let's go. Pretty hand. I guess we'll keep it. Go fetch an island with that storefront straight out of the gates. Get double blue out. A little bit of life online. And hope for the rest. Whoop. Man's already good with the Ash Barrens there, so good times. And an early Frantic, that's kind of nice, you know. Whenever somebody stalls a little bit and you're not going up against aggro, which is kind of a rare thing, but it's fun to go fetch those the Frantics and just start getting crazy advantages. 1 damage a turn, that ain't so bad. Yeah, if Arms was an instant, that would be pretty sweet. Okay. I'll lead off with the Frantic Counterspell / Ash Barrens decision tree ahead of us. I guess you could play Holy Light for the searchability aspect of that, but not quite sure if that would be worth it or not. I think I kind of want to maximize my choices here, and I'm actually thinking of Frantic Inventory before the Ash Barrens. Let me do that. Get one in the yard. Gonna Pyroblast. Okay, here's a nice little answer. Cool, cool. Leave up that, leave up that. Guess we'll go get a swamp. Boop. Here we go. Not doing too bad on time. I always look over and think like I'm going to be like 8 minutes down, and it's always usually within about a minute, so feels pretty good. Do love the art of that blue elemental blast, and the purist in me did want to go with the hydroblast. It's just a bit more flexible, but I don't like this spell. I'll counter this one. Turn this engine off. Like a lot of evils headed our way with that. Early fixing and such. This is fine. Boy, this was just an ocean of 1/1s. I wonder if they have any sort of anthem effects on the defensive side of things. I know Methonical was playing about 2 years back a Boros list with, I think he had 2 charges. It's Ramosian Rally too, but charge is an interesting 1 mana white instant. Creatures get +1/1. Your creatures, I should say. And we're back at 20. Thank you for that name, Chimsky. That's timely. I guess we'll just sit back and teachings. Okay, there's Rally. I think with teachings for teachings at this stage, not too much to worry about. Got 9 turns. Okay. Oh, it's scary if you're up against a list like this and they teachings and they don't go get Suffocating Fumes, because then you're like, well, so they have it? Okay. 2, 4, 5. Teachings. Inventory feels pretty good. Recruit feels really good. Counterspell feels good. Echo feels pretty good. So Echo to make them overextend some more. I think we do. Let me do that. Hey, there's the teachings I said we were going to get, right? Boom, boom, boom. We'll do the Cistern. And cycle this for blue. Play it and sit back. The old double island play. Dun dun dun. I like this because it's really going to kind of make them go all in so that Arms of Hadar hits even harder. The threat of Rally in the yard. Thought of playing something like a Cremate or some sort of instant fetch package to get rid of stuff in a pinch, but even Ona's Grace style cards, right? I like this play. You know what? Let's keep our swamp available. Gain 5 here. That shows up. All right. Yeah, there's Cremate. There's the one that gains 3 life, I think. That's a pretty good card. In the right deck. More of a surgical strike. Alrighty. Don't like this at all, but we do have Hadar right behind it. I think this might be a setup turn for the big smash. So all the Hawks are in the yard. Yeah, we'll definitely invest in a Arms of Hadar. Who is Hadar? Does anybody know? Is he in the books? Is it a place? Is it a mage, a person? The Elder Evil Hadar grants fearsome powers to warlocks willing. That could be a sect, the way that quote is phrased in there. All right, here we go. Relic showing up right on time. Good times, good times. Let's feign. I'm not going to feign anything. We're just going to Hadar here. Boop. And then we will do this and start eating things. And we're going to lose on time. That's just how this game's going to go. Shadow Feed, that's the one. I always thought that might be better than 1 relic in this sideboard. Maybe 1 relic that or a spell bomb in that. I don't know. I'm sure obZen's got his reasons. If he's watching this later. Maybe he'll chime in and tell me about it. Hadar's got a hate. Yeah, let's turn this off. Not too worried about life. I just don't want advantages showing up. Okay, and that's honestly, whoever was talking about win conditions, that's kind of usually how it goes. You stifle them, you start gaining life with like the Union, and then they go, I can't win, and they just go away, and they don't even wait for the reason of what could show up. So we've got Crypt Rats and Recruit as our kill con here. Yeah, this does feel horrifically slow, but it is a EOT list. Those newer viewers, end of turn. I think we just roll it back, guys. That was an L and a W. Glad that construction isn't too loud. Gosh, about an hour before the stream, I was like, are you kidding me? It is the weekend after all. 3 lands, if you look closely. This is kind of a... I mean, Devious Cover-Up, you can use this for like a quick blocker for 1 and then go get it back and wait for your late game. So, Vulcan, 1978, good to see you. Dark Hooger, was it? Also, evil from far realm, take place among the stars. Also, it's a person, eh? I'll keep this. Reading away my clock. Again, why I might want to lean on more of a Prohibit angle. I think I'm going to go get... Let's see what we draw. That's the true answer. I like the ability of these lifeland fetches, but I don't like how modern these look. All right. I'm going to take a chance and just go get a swamp. Island might be the right response here. This is the scenarios why I added that 1 extra Prohibit over the 4th Counterspell. But it does keep you honest. Should be islands based first. Okay, I like an early bog for just a land that I don't want to get back anyway. Yo. Thank you for that dead debate. Nice to know these little, what do you call, ramblings of the unconscious here. I think we just drop island, inventory EOT, and hope nothing bad happens. It's always a good plan. Plus, this is going to scratch an itch, too, that a lot of times these control shows, the ratings aren't all that great. I'm kind of doing a bit of an experiment on y'all. It's funny, certain topics people say, like, yeah, we need more of that. And then I look back and I'm like, no, the numbers really don't support that. Anybody watching the UFC fight tonight? I respect anybody on that journey, but man, I thought John Jones looked almost too heavy, like bordering on a little chunky. I guess I'm just so used to seeing fighters just totally shredded and stuff, which is incredibly unhealthy, the weight cut aspect of MMA. And hopefully they're going to do away with that soon, where there's certain tests that they can do where they can truly determine what weight class you should be fighting in. These guys, that weigh like 210 and they're fighting at like 165 or something. And the science behind it's freaky. They can cut just horrific amounts of weight, like 20, 25 pounds in a day. It's like, yeah, that's not healthy. I need to be a doctor to figure that one out. My goodness. Let's cycle this for island. No, that doesn't work either. Could sit back on Counterspell. I'm going to get this out here. We can cast something down, or Ash Barrens. In a pinch. UFC and BattleBots, nice. Esper Teachings. Yes, Arvona. There's the list. Thanks to Nimchimsky. Getting their mana right. Bog definitely coming back. Oh, nice, Arvona. Well, feel free to input. I very much doubt it's the same list. This one's got some pretty interesting lines. I was a little tickled by it. We cannot block. We're not really going to be playing planes anytime soon, so I think I'm going to go get an island with this. And if nothing changes, drop the storefront, go get our long-awaited plane, and change of plans. Do we Devious Cover-Up now? They're probably likely to play that. Yeah, that's stupid. That's a no-brainer. We'll storefront. They're only going to get one inventory out of the deal, so clicking lightly, planes. Yeah, believe me, we really were looking for it the other game. That was a nail biter. But online, this gets a lot of concessions. It's like you prove that your life can restabilize, and then you've got 7 cards against their none usually, and then you're like, aha! And then it's over. I guess we let them have this one. I don't want to put too much in my yard here. Although I did wish that was a second Fumes in that particular matchup. That was game 1 of this match, I should say. Yeah, that was interesting. All right. Do we get rid of anything here? Nah. Oh, I know, Mtmentat. We're definitely probably going to lose a game or 2 on time, as I said, but thanks for the update. I'm just going to do this to do it. Oh, wait, we can't do it. Ah, that's right. I forgot the old rule. All right, well, we'll cast down. That's probably like one of our worst spells here. He gains life either way. It is. Now they think, oh, he just had cast down and tapped it incorrectly. So many ways to go about it. Probably best to just not even think about it. I don't mind losing a cast down. That's fine by me. All right, so we've only got 3 inventories. That hasn't been too big of a factor today. The last few nights I've been playing, though, it's always against other control lists, though. That's when it's a huge card, but kind of a cantrip in this style. 1-1, and our clock is a ticking. Hey-yo, that's pretty cool. Speak of the devil. Bloop. Probably save us 3 damage. Something's got to point at the rat. They let us untap, then we're able to get the Inspector 2. Probably not going to be countering anything here, so we don't really have any sort of unearth effects outside of a Devious Cover-Up. That's quite the long haul strategy. We'll let this go. It snowed in our town for the first time in history. I think it was Wednesday, Tuesday. Only for about 1 minute. It's hail for about 30 seconds and then about a minute of snow, and kid called up from the high school just euphoric. Oh my God, it's snowing. Having a snowball fight. Why would you keep that back? Because you have Battle Screech, but why would you play into a rat with Battle Screech? Prismatic Strands? That's probably it. All the more reason to just take it and pass. We can double activate. Kind of pinch to be in. If they bolt, they almost have to. No, I guess I'd have to respond right then and there. So that's interesting. They must not know the little stack rule. And then there's the pretend rule, right? Where you do this and you activate for 0. Alrighty. Well, let's activate it for 1 here. While holding down control. Oh, I guess we don't need to. Cool, cool. Oh boy. Lots of counterspells. Be very weird to have strands against this list, though, wouldn't it? I don't know if that's worthy of that. 1, 2, 3, 4. No, I'll let that go. Ah, dang it. Just want to keep our board a little clearer. Let's see, we got a teachings play. Let that go. I probably should have not counted the other one too. I just did 12 life. Feels like this game's going nowhere except eating our clock, so I was just trying to keep a little bit of pressure off. Air tapped out, which feels pretty good, but anybody a fan of suspense and the horror genre? On Apple TV, we watched Blackbird. That was a pretty darn good show. Nice and tight, too. A lot of times you feel like they're stretching things into multiple seasons for no reason other than a money grab, but that felt pretty good. All right. Yeah, we've got Teachings and Counterspell up, and then Dispel back up, and then we can also go get Suffocating Fumes. 3, 6, 9. Reset our life with a Crypt Incursion. That would feel pretty good. I need something of substance. And quickly. Okay. We let that go. It's the last hawk. 4 mystery cards in our opponent's hands. 6.5 minutes to go. What is this new devilry? Sure. Be some creatures. It might make us want to get Incursion here to really reset our life. Nope. Don't like that. That really ruins our plan. We'll counter it. Teachings time. Oh, I should have had that commercial loaded up. Mystical Teachings, our little segment that we do there. I wish that was a critter. We need the fumes here to stop a whole lot of damage. I guess we grab that. Okay. Draw. Life gain, yes. I guess we wait. Take 1 less damage from the inspector that way. They have blue counter magic, but not the other. So we don't got the mana for that, Dreamer Stingo, but we got Dispel back up. Can't do nothing about that. I'm glad they're doing this main, though, because we get a extra Sacred Cat out of the deal. I don't know if they remembered what we searched up, or they just have some sort of a charge effect. I'm not sure. Guess we're going to find out right now. I'll bring out the fumes. Cast this. Let's see what we get. Anything they're doing, we got to answer for and Dispel. Alrighty. It's a pretty good answer. See if they got the answer to the answer. They might at this stage of the game. They've already pitched it. Yeah, they've already pitched a blast. So, well, that sucks. Nice play. Yeah. They're hammering away and bulldozing, doing all kinds of goodies. At least this still goes through. It's like a whole lot of effort for nothing here. Parapet would have been savage. Oh, man. Congrats to anybody that didn't need to look that one up. Well done, Dreamer Stingo. All right. They think they're out of the woods? I'm going to drop a Crypt Rat. Eat the rest of my life up. What a grind. Well, if we lose, at least it won't be on the clock as this is going here. Another. Okay. Yeah, it was a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Too much. Teachings is going to cost too much too. I think we're just dead here. I don't know if this cost 6, right? Yeah, 2, 4, 6, and we'd have like 1 left over. I could block and we could cast that. Block 1, take the rest, kill 1. Talk about savage. We're dead, sir. We might as well kill the thing that, in case we top deck anything. Let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I can throw something in front of that and hope they don't have anything in their hand. I mean, they only have 1 card, so. I can block the Sacred Cat and go down to 1. We're alive! So says 0 lightning bolts. Plus, they've got Faithless Looting in the yard, so I think we're like 95% dead here. Oh, God, that's so cruel. Bringing back a bog when at this stage of the game, if we're ever going to pull back from anything, we might be able to do it on this turn. All right, we'll let you have it. You have to. Can't survive. Veteran showing up. All right. I think we're headed to commercial big time here. I'm gonna put the L down anyway. I mean, God, we would just have to. Can't even really think of a. Even Crypt Rats isn't going to save us here because we're going to be at 1 life at the end of this turn, and that's if they don't have a trick. Any trick, we've got to respond, right? 2, 3, 4. Buyback. They just bolt us to the face and attack. Yeah, Arms of Hadar, that's a nice pull, but being at 1 life, that's going to be a pretty scary proposition, especially with... to that person's point, how does this deck win? Games like this, it doesn't seem like it can, but it can get there. I've had up to I think 9 of these is the most I've had out this week. Come on, you got the bolt or not? Trip the clue. There you go. Did they get it? Did we get it? Are we going to get it? Right in the face? Nope. Hadar. Brainstorm. Teachings. 3, 4. Teachings. Crypt Incursion. Yes! About the only thing I think that can save us. 2, 5, 3, 6. Yep. Crypt Incursion, where are you? Boop. Let's do it before they can cast anything out of their yard. How's that? We're going to just lose on time. Wish I didn't draw Teachings there. We've got it. We know they got a bog in their hand. We just have to eat this because it's the only way to stay alive here. 13. We're dead to a rally. We're dead to a lot of things. The bog's going to really hurt because we got two of 3 Teachings in the yard and quite a bit of fodder that we want to get back with our Devious Cover-Up. We just haven't been able to come up for air, to be honest. I really like the 1 Crypt Incursion. That's a nice little ray of hope. Thank you for that, Dreamer Stingo, but I'm under no delusions that I'm winning this game. 3 minutes feels like an eternity, but I appreciate the tip. 5 it is. Crunch. Top deck mode as a control list. This is not a good place to be. There's a start. Well, if I draw a Crypt Rat, I'm going to want to double activate. How underwhelming is this inventory, right? Oop. There's the teachings again. Certainly is frantic. Don't know why you would play a prismatic in a list like this. Maybe you do. Outside of a Crypt Rat's activation, there's not too much we can do here. Okay, Union feels good here, but obviously we're going to want to... Oh, I miscounted. We've already gotten rid of our ability to go fetch that. Inventory. This draws us a card and gains us 4 life. I'm going to go with Union here. Do it first and foremost. Union. Debated cycling that, but all right, well, we've got a Devious Cover-Up play. If I only had like 10 more minutes on my clock and no audience and could focus, there might be a ray of hope, but it does have a lot of staying power. With very low probability. I can't even block anything if I wanted to waste a recruit here. Backed up Inspector. Obviously a rally play here. Well. Oh, that's cool. That'll get around some things. Boop. We only had the time, right? Maybe a little mini punt there, keeping it planes open gives us access to EOT recruit. Not like they're at 44 life though. I don't know if I'd even do it with 4 life left. We're not getting there, guys. Thank you for the F6 advice, but maybe if they were at 11, I might be worried. Turn 40 win, that's right. Look, we're doing stuff. Woo! We'll choose this. Sure. That's probably better in the R, right? All right. Exile it, baby. Woo! Yes, I want to do this effect. Does F6 mean nothing? Is it not sacred? The wiki bear helping me out there. I love it. Whoa, we got some life online. Do we even have any lands left? Let's go get a swamp here. Boink. 46 seconds to go. We know we're gonna miss. Attack! You've only got 42 turns left, sucker. Woo! We're gonna be coming at you with 3 recruits next turn. How you gonna deal with that? Sit back and wait. That's how you deal with it. I'm going to put a L with a T with a circle so I know later on that was a timed loss. Which should come as no surprise to anybody that's played teaching styles before. It's best to do it alone with a lot of focus and a very good internet connection and a lot of practice. Not streaming, showcasing, doing these things. You know, I'm going to just do this at my next yield phase because they know what we have. It's not like I need to sit here and pause like I have counterspells. So have I had 3 minutes on the clock? 4? I might have been more aware of that, but buy it back. Buy it back. Yeah, there's a lot of lists that TE is probably the top of the category in that, where on paper it's like they just demonstrate the loop and you're like, okay, I win, thank you. But not here. 2, 3, 4. I'm just going to do this for looks. See how we're going to get there. Hey, just electricity. That'd be that's just such a funny little. Three seconds, guys. We're going to commercial. We've got a UCB skit from coming up. I'm gonna go get some more coffee. This skit's about coffee, and they're only about 1:30 left, so good times. All right, guys, be back right after this. Woo!
According to the charts, this is the best plan of action.
Yeah, great. Don't worry about it. It's a small spill on a very large table.
Sir, I think we are underestimating just how much coffee was spilled.
Yeah, that's a lot of coffee.
Well, we better hurry up because it's almost reached my laptop.
Calm down, calm down. Boom.
It's also going to destroy all the fish.
Oh boy. Okay. Boom. Look at that.
My God, it's encroaching on my map of Louisiana.
Okay. Okay. Look. Oh no. Fish.
Laptop.
Okay.
Map.
Okay. I'm sorry. Look. Oh no. Fish.
Laptop.
Wait. I've got a brilliant idea.
Oh. Okay. Jones, you gotta hurry up. I think the public is getting suspicious.
All set. Damn. Didn't work.
Oh my God, we are really screwed now.
Look, garbage will fall into the coffee cups, stopping further spillage.
Now there's just coffee and garbage.
Wait, I've got an idea. Damn, I really thought that would work.
Well, maybe it doesn't work right away. Let's observe it for 3 hours and then reassess it.
Okay. We just wasted 3 hours. Damn it.
Nettles, they're the worst. Itching, stinging, nefarious nature nastiness. Like vastwood vines, they constantly irritate your skin. Once infected, you'll see them everywhere. But now, the Sentinel has you covered. A healing, Simic lotion for skin and hands. Hands that feel, hands that hold, create, and remember. Sentinel's hand cream, the Sentinel for your skin.
And we're back. All right, let's see what we can do here. We'll keep this hand. Play up. Muddle Backwater go probably here. All right, Delver's showing up. Good times. Bad times for us. You don't see that all that often. They used to be such a mainstay. Backwater. That was a fun loss. Can't say that about a lot of decks. Like you always have that little ray of hope. What are we up against here? Some sort of serpent list. Mono blue serpent. What is this? Change of plans. I was going to brainstorm there, but I like the upkeep edict effect here. Let's make them do some work here. I'm still going to pass. I just want to see. Okay, double terror in the yard. That's got to feel good. Just in case. Yep. Figured as much. That's why I didn't want to do it with the 1-up. This card has been eating a lot of my lists alive lately. Spell Pierce. Part of my playstyle too, just trying to maximize each turn. And oh my god, that is such a kick in the crotch sometimes. No, my paper meta is with my son at the kitchen table. I don't know why. We've got a big leaning towards Pauper at our local store, and they just won't bring it back. The owners keep giving us lip service, like, yeah, any day now. And it's just like, dude, you've been saying that for like 6 months. It's just a license to print money with as many people that want to play it. Oh, that storefront. This is when I really wish it was a Wilds. Let me brainstorm right now. If I walk into... This is tough. All right. Just going to pull the trigger here. Oh, okay. Well, I can go get that. Not liking this. I think this is just mono blue. I'll put this back. The island back. Storefront. I guess we get planes. Get our mana right here. And we can always EOT Brainstorm, but I think I'm going to lean on that Ash Barrens for... Fortunately, probably an island. Delver doing some work. Well, I know they're out of counter shenanigans. That or they're playing incredibly patient magic. Alrighty. Cycle this. Gonna get a swamp. Even Steven, that's what I play. Island. Phew. A double inventory. Getting chewed up on life here, but we've survived worse. Aha. Green. Interesting. So Angler could be in our future, that's for sure. Those excludes are feeling pretty good in this game. That's inventory. Hey, interesting. Let's brainstorm. Well, that's 6 life. It might be relevant. Throw this back. That's going to buy some time there. I'll do this. Cycle this. Island. Lots to think about. One, two. It's like the worst day to have a construction going on. I'm like talking less than ever because I got so much to think about with a teaching list, and so you can focus on the background noise. Alrighty. I guess we teachings here. I got counters. They're going to show them now. All right. Nope. No. How many times do I have to say it? Cycle this. I think we get a swamp here. That feels okay. Do we set it out? Wait. If we set that down, might pull some hate, removal hate. They've got to have some removal by now, right? I don't really want to defend it. What would we be at? 4 life, go to 2. I think I'd rather... Let me inventory main here. No. There's no good reasons. We'll just chill. Acting like we have all this time. I can get rid of 2 attack phases with that Crypt Incursion. I really want them to turn some more stuff over, though, like another mental note style card, but they don't really need to at this stage, right? This might cause them to do it, though. All right, I'm going to inventory. Just a little better. Incursion just to keep our life up. But eat another Spell Pierce. It'll be disheartening. Man, that's 3. Whew. Respect. Boink. Getting chewed up by the insect. Fumes help a little bit. Said no one ever. Yeah, we're going to cycle this straight out of the gates. We're just getting chewed up. Now you know who here. Alright, we don't need rats anytime soon. We don't need this. You know what? Yeah. Fortunately, I'm just going to do this. Play the... Oh, I thought I didn't play a land. I should have cycled then. I was like, well, I want to have backup for the Prohibit for the cast down, but... Yeah, I guess we're going to... That's a bummer. I thought I could play a land there. I'm like, well, I'd rather have an island than an Ash Barrens, if you're wondering why I just did that. But I forgot that I had dropped a land there, so... My bad. Big deal. Doink, doink. Can we finally get rid of this? Spell Pierce 4. That's a hard counter here. What do we got? Lose focus. All right. No. God, I really wish F6 worked. I know you got to respond to these things, but it's like... Part of yield all should really mean all. Should have all in quotes the way this is playing out. Boy, it must be a really heavy cloud moving overhead. Everything's happening at the wrong time. And I don't believe we can survive here. At 6, there's no 2-mana spells that I have. Yeah, there are. There's a Echoing Decay. It's a human insect, human wizard, but I don't think that will work, will it? Any rules gurus in the house? I don't think that works. Boink. Yeah, I'm not sure if Echoing Decay works there. I don't believe it does. Am I incorrect on this? Let's find out together. Yeah, it might be bugged. I'm pretty sure this isn't going to work, but I got to kill one of them. We might as well try to get both. Look like a fool doing it. Technically, they have different names. So the scientist should be safe. Okay. Apparently, they didn't know either. I'm pretty sure I know. I'm pretty sure that wouldn't work. All right, if this flips, we're dead. If it doesn't, we're probably dead. We're dead. All right. So they're going to get rid of all of their removal. What is that? Yeah, that was just a serpent. Serpent Angler. They don't even know what our win condition is. Shall we show them? Very curious to bring this in. So we've got a big old 5/6 body. Might want one of these. Definitely the relics. Definitely the edict. Probably this for the edict. I like exclude too. A lot of stuff. We don't need the fumes. We don't need the rats. We might want to keep one. We've got another angle there. Yeah, we'll get rid of the rats. Incursion's a nice get. That's nice. Decay can go. What else? What else? What else? Destroy evil. That's going to be good. Plus, we're going to be able to search for it really well with these here. Maybe I'm going a little heavy-handed on the expel there. We've got enough. You know, we've got 2 edicts, the cast downs. I don't know what Unmake's really going to buy us, especially if it's pointed at a serpent. Let's lose. Tempted. We'll lose a Brainstorm here. I think we're good here. Yeah, that's a good point if they do have Fae, but we didn't see any, so we'll keep them honest. Be funny if we win with a Naga, right? They're 5/5s against our 5/6. Be like, eat it! And take away all your... Yes. Down 2 minutes. Mana's right. I got an early relic. I'm feeling okay about this. There's much better hands, but this is honest. I've got slow mana, but an early relic is definitely why I'm keeping this. Plus, we've got some inventory and exclude shenanigans. Early to late, so early to late, isn't that everywhere? Yo, let's go. Our mana's almost perfect. Look at this. Permission granted. I'd rather get things right. Let's do this while we've got it. Turn this stuff off right out of the gates. And I'm not going to mess around. I'm just going to go get a plane just so we're nice and safe. Should not be that easy to hit 3 mana on turn 2, but that's Pauper for you. The purist in me wishes it was a little bit harder. And by a little bit, I mean a lot. Remember when 2-color lists were like, oh, that's kind of a chance. I don't know if you want to be taking that. All right, pretty straightforward decision trees here. Not too much to think about. Early relics got to be an issue. Got to bug obZen about why he's not playing Nihil Spellbomb instead, but maybe it's a thing. Okay, I don't think that's ever going to be bigger. Well, no, I shouldn't say that. They've got so many ways to instantly just throw stuff up, so we'll be doing the little dance here. Bloop. Here we go. Spell Pierce? Nope, guess not. Awkward time for a Brainstorm. Let's get a shuffle effect, shall we? Nope. I guess we could Teachings. You know what? Let me Brainstorm here instead. I was going to Teachings there, but okay. I really want to do that this turn. Guess we'll throw back the... This is a tough decision. Throw these back. Guess don't really have to. I could just draw those all because I want those, so I'm just going to draw them right now. Bloop. Get them back, baby. Now we'll cycle. A little awkward, but That works. That was a lot of doings. Yep. Okay. Devious. I do like the crow artwork on that a lot. Not this one. Oh, if I only had 10 more minutes on my clock, I'd feel a lot more relaxed. This is a anxious deck. Now I'm remembering why I never try to play these styles on a stream. Oh well. At least we've got back up with this plan now. In our little Dispel. Bloop. Use 2, please. Bloop. Got another? Oh, what to get? Probably an Edict of the Instant Persuasion. Recruit would be, Union would be pretty cool. I'm just going to get a Union. Or we could just get our combo online here. Let's draw some cards. As our opponent reads that card, they're like, what? Wait, what? Yeah, you can still set your match clock super high in other scenarios, but... All right, we're at 6. We'll just chill till end of turn. Gain a whole lot of life. Very underwhelming mongoose. That'd be a funny card. What would, if the card was printed called Underwhelming Mongoose, what would its stats be? Best answer in the chat wins. These excludes are feeling fantastic here. We'll let this go. Zap. Whole lot of life. So we gain 6. Chill until the end of times. Don't like top decking a Crypt Incursion here. Probably take that out if we get to a game 3. You can argue it does lean on their absence of their yard, but if I'm not fetching for it, I don't really like drawing it. Good answer there, Dead Debate. I like your line of thinking. 2, 4. Not enough, not enough, not enough. Let's go. Keep your hands full of silliness. Boink. I think I'm going to go get a plane here just so we can at least threaten a double recruit turn. I was thinking of fetching for that with Teachings, but so we could surprise chop block the mongoose there. We could still go get it. End of turn here. Early Relic is really feeling good here. As is double Exclude. Been hit like 9 times with that mongoose. We're at 27. Disappointing as a mechanic, Dreamer Stingo. That's awesome. This creature enters the battlefield from your opponent's library. You win the game. I love our chat's creativity. All right, let's see if we can pull this off. Probably the answer is no, but I'll burn a card anyway. Boink. Yep. Optimal time for that. It's all right. Swear I'm hearing rain. We've just had some crazy weather here. Crazy good. I love it. All right. Sitting around waiting. That's what this deck should be called. Alone by the Fire. Good time to play this list. Yeah, that's pretty much it, Nimchimsky. We'll probably lose this one on time as well. Come on, there it is. And we're at 8. So 1, 2, 3. No. I guess we just discard Incursion here. Yeah, and then I'll just end of turn it. I was thinking like, oh, do it now so I'm not down cards. It's like, it's got buyback, you idiot. Bye-bye, Incursion. Come on over, little rat. Now our edicts will work better. Probably just have removal here, which I will not counter. We have sorcery speed removal. What's happening here? Oh, that's interesting. Okay. You get it in for 1. Boink. Be interesting next turn if they attack. If they don't, then we know they're out of counters, right? Ooh, I don't like that at all. I'm going to counter this. Right, eat another... Nope. Good. Really wanted a basic there. That feels good. Bonk. Well, we've got Devious Cover-Up backup. Thank you for that debate. I will reread that in about a minute. Cover up now? Before they find an answer? I guess we'll let this go. Yeah, I usually do that with a relic. I'm not sure why I didn't. Maybe I'm trying to lose on time. And let this one go too. This one I'll stop. We'll get back this Dispel, Frantic Union. Yeah, I know it would have done that. I was much more interested in them tapping out, so I can at least throw this in front of it, or they can't attack. And alrighty, buyback. Gonna do this main case of edicts. Sure. They're at 17. Let's put a little clock on them. I think we just let this go. I can kill that. Hand's getting a little too full here, so don't want to fall into the trap of being counter happy, right? All right, let's do some stuff. We can finally kill something, maybe. All right. It won't let us. Maybe I already did it. Hey, there we go. Yeah, let's do this main. I'm going to draw... Yeah, I'll wait. I'll just come over for one. Keeping them honest. Oh, okay, I'll hold control next time. Forgot that kind of overrides that little thing there. Probably just have a bunch of serpents in their hand. Don't want to really overextend, right? Early relics, pretty hard to beat over a... maybe that's the whole reasoning behind why he chose that one instead, right? All right, let's go with the critter. Line it back. And we'll inventory. Let me inventory here in response. All right, they get it. I'm going to cycle here. Island. It is countered. We'll get it back though. Hopefully. Famous last words. I'm holding it and it didn't work again. Weird. All right. Probably best to do that late. All right, we'll just sit back and block these or make them use removal on them. Unfortunate. Strange that they kept those in. Guess they must know what we're on. I'm going to do it just to do it, so we get a card out of the deal here. Inventory. Man, we can draw a lot of cards here. Good times. Union here. Gain 6 life. Feels pretty good. Well, we've got a Dispel up, so I'll do it now. Whoa. That's kind of interesting. Keep them honest. All right. Definitely had the thing there, but it's going to take quite a while. I'm glad that they scooped before we did. Or before our clock did, I should say. They might be under the same pretense there. I don't even know if we're going to be able to cast this for for its the banishing coil side of this thing. I think there's a artifact or enchantment in that list. I'm going to go with one rat plan here. I think we can probably get rid of this. Fumes is interesting with all those guys running about. But with it, I'd rather just have the hard-leaning Arms of Hadar there so that if a couple Delvers get out of control, we can keep things rolling that way. Yeah, I'm going to bring in 1 Arms. Let's see how we get there. Whew. I'm usually almost done by now. It's like middle of the third match. Mana's good. Counter's all right. We'll keep. What I really like is I got 11 minutes to lose. What kind of mindset is that? Should be winning always, right? Yeah, I'm usually used to doing that, but there's so much clicking and things to think about here. Boy, I really like this early relic drops. This is nice. Although if they just pass go, I'll probably wait till turn 3 so I can counter the spell pierce, because relic is incredibly huge here. Come on, tap. Okay. I've seen so many spell pierces, I'm going to respect it here unless the chat screams otherwise. It'd be really nice here, but I'm going to wait till I have counterspell back up. Okay. There's a Fumes and a Pierce. Alrighty, let that go. This one's getting out of control quick. I have to trip that relic just to do it. Or 2, not a good option for that. The man out, start eating a little bit of yard here. Can always trip it in response. Play the backwater, go. Union's going to keep us alive. I have to see if it's raining. Hold on just a minute. Boop. Oh, now I'm blinded. The sunlight. I'm like, whoa. What happened? All right. How much time do we got? Not enough. Island here. Tells me to trip this right now. My spidey senses. We didn't lose anything of note. I don't really care too much about that. I don't think it's counterworthy. Sure. Roll here. I forgot to get rid of that thing again, didn't I? Just gonna play this. I'm gonna do this one just for the life gain here, guys. Cool. 7 cards. That feels pretty good. That Union is... It's like the white Pulse of Marasa. I love it. Yeah, that Terror is a drag. I gotta kill that thing. Just gotta get another mana to at least have a shot at doing so. This second inventory will probably help things. Inventory. That helps. I'm going to counter this. I don't know if they're going to have any removal left after seeing my list. Of course, yeah, they'll have the fumes, but that's fine. We have too many cards in our hand anyway. Is another reason I was favoring that line. Of course, we've only really got... If we can get rid of that Terror, we'll actually... we might have a shot at it now that we've had that little counter exchange. We're the ones been drawing the cards, but we've been taking a beating, too. Good lord, how good would Suffocating Fumes be right now? 7. Path feels really good. That will draw us a card. We do have counter backup. Yeah, that'll gain us 8 life. Change of plans. I think we got to do that. Union. In case we draw a land, I want to do this main. Boy, we got the cards, huh? Hate tapping out here. This really sucks. It will be 1 less life. Gain 7 life. Okay. Man, if that flips, I'm gonna be at 1. If everything flips, we're gonna be done. Cast down, interesting. Okay, I guess they do have some removal. 3 cards in yard. Boy, Union's been like the MVP. Glad I had an extra. Okay, well, not too much we can do here. Even if I could kill that, this would eat the 3. Anybody see a way out of this? I don't. I mean, we've got the. I guess we could double cast down and just hope for the best. And then what, right? Get nibbled away. We just lose. I flip the table. Yeah, I like that fat dude in that video. All right. Let's try this again. Woo! It's the funnest teachings list I've ever piloted, but I think it's all because of this Union of the Third Path card. I'm really, really liking that. I'm glad I added a third. The original only had 2. Definitely favoring my naivete with this style. I shouldn't say. Actually have quite a bit of control in my background. It's just not when I stream. Oh, again. All right, we'll keep this one. And where's all our fetch lands on this hand, right? Get rid of a swamp. Say done. Let's go. Look at this perfect mana, huh? Woo! Yeah, the first big paper tournament run I ever did was a Simic Mystic Snake build in the Odyssey block. Those are good times. Okay, I don't like a lot of this stuff. We'll put this back. And I guess this, since we can't shuffle, right? We'll either draw cards or counter stuff. Probably that Prohibit's going to happen. Diabolic Edict's feeling incredibly underwhelming in this kind of a matchup. Might be relevant. The Persistent Specimen. I always love this kind of style. Black Sack. Double Specimen. All right. Let you have it, sir. I'm going to draw some cards. And by that I mean one. You all know what we're looking for in the either Teachings or Fumes. Hopefully Fumes before Teachings. All right. I'm stuck doing this. Boy, Crypt Incursion is going to feel really good here. If we live that long. We've had so many little Christmas presents from new cards and new strategies like Creatureless Infect and such. It's I don't want this getting out of hand. I'm going to counter this. Lifestaff's incredible in these kind of sacrifice effects. This is game 4, yeah. Black Sack. Boop. That's a bit scary. Yeah, first time in my tournament pickleball lifespan, I've had like 3 weeks completely injury-free, playing out of my mind. It's so fun. Feel like I'm 20 again. It just, between my Achilles kind of being a little tender, and then I compensated, so my calf was sore, and then, well, you guys have followed over time. It's been a thing. All right. Well, we really want another swamp, don't we? That cast down's all about that blood throne vampire. It's the quality creature we're worried about here. What do we got now? Another 1-drop something or other. Village Rites. Okay. Let me do an edict now. Stem a little bit of bleeding here. You're just going to lose a specimen. Just this card's useless to us. Might as well prevent 1 damage. Less likely to trip that Blood Throne, which we will definitely be killing. Got to be one of the best cards in their list. There it goes. Another one. Well, they're going all in with this specimen plan, eh? Interesting. One village rights down. How many to go? Okay. Try to yield quickly so it makes it seem like we don't have any answer. Kapow! Village rights? I hope not. Can we just draw Suffocating Fumes, please? Even our mana's weird. 1 island? We have so many. Okay. That's the old, I'll kill me before you can. Hey. All right. Well, we can actually Devious Cover-Up that specimen when it comes back. Be somewhat relevant, right? Get back down. Spend anything we want, really. Kind of the answer for the answer of counterspells with those specimens. Love that mechanic. That's just so swamp. Just keep on coming back. Great name too, Persistent Specimen. Ooh, I don't like this showing up, do I? I'll just counter this one. I'm going to save that for the specimen. Gitaxian Infiltrator. Gixian. There's no T in there. I've been saying Gitaxian. Gixian? I'm questioning everything now. No. It's another good creature. Where's our sweepers? Damn it. Oh, okay. Geeks. Whoosh. All right. Crypt Rat. Teachings. Fumes. Something. This is when I hope I don't draw Union of the Third Path or whatever it is. Like gain 2 life. It's like, oh, thanks. Don't like that either. Really want to do this to the specimen, man. I hate that the specimen's coming back. They already have 2, though, so I'd rather get rid of a quality critter here. Yeah, I want to use the ability. Oh, I didn't even click anything. I'm an idiot. Forgot that happens first, and I clicked right through it. Whoops. This day's done. Mine's on the fights. Bringing them back. Now that was a full-blown punt there. Jingataxius. Oh, yeah. And my son was playing Arena and flung it to the big TV in the living room yesterday, and I don't miss that. It's been a few years since I've been on Arena. It's just too bright and flashy. Now they got all these planeswalkers talking all the time, and it was just so noisy and busy. I was like, God. Going all in here. Look at this. We've shown them Edict and Cast Down. That's pretty bold. Something good. That ain't good. Is it even worth... I'll thin out. We'll go get a plane so we can double recruit, because that'll save us 2 against a naked board. Yeah, very well said. Like MTG of Pachinko had a baby and was broadcast from a Japanese TV station. We need an answer. We're just easily going to game 2 here. Win, lose, or draw. I'm going to call it after this matchup. Got Boros. Then we lost to Bully. I had a nice close one to Angler. This is really fighting us, this one. The Devious Cover-Up play didn't help, but I'm not quite sure if that would have mattered in the short run. Long term for sure. Can't we make them pay? We're just dead here. any critter they've got. I got to do this just to stay alive out of one activation. Hope they don't have a second. They probably do. Our options are greatly diminished. Crypt Rat isn't the greatest idea now. All right, there's part of the problem. It's like our opponent knows what we're going to draw. All right, we're dead. Yep. And here we go. Where was our goods? Oh, that would have helped a little bit. All right. Hadar for sure. Relic for sure. Bye-bye Edict. Decay will keep around. That might be a nice fetch option, right? This probably isn't going to be seeing any play. We could argue we could get rid of a big fatty, but I don't know. I think we've got enough for that. This is going to be MVP. This is going to be really good. Oh my gosh. I think we're playing the wrong list. There's the original. I have 3 in my original, and there's only been 2 in this one. Interesting. Something to look out for. I was like, where did my third path go? I think that happened in the last game too. That's why I lost. Wink, wink. Good, 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 good. Maybe one less teachings. I want to be able to search. I'll get rid of a Dispel here. Probably just a hard... Yeah, yep, this is the original list. That's why we're losing, see? Leaning on that third path. It's weird that I didn't change decks in the deck editor, and it's still jumped on that, because I know in that... I think the Monarch one that we won, I think we had access to the 3. Yeah, I want to play first. Alrighty, this is pretty good stuff. We'll keep here. I guess we'll go Backwater, go. And we'll Relic next turn. Aha! Dead debate. Thank you for the sub, my friend. Greatly appreciated. Okay, we both have the same early play idea. Turn 1 Relic is prime. Well, we're going to have to go for turn 2. I could have. I just wanted my mana to be right. Okay, let's bring out our Relic. Get our mana dead set. Go get a Plains. Really like to grab an island here, but I don't really have any double that we're going to be choosing anytime soon. And we all know how this game works. Hiya. Boy, I haven't seen that card in years. Remember when that was a new card, Mtmentat. That was the set, I believe that? No, the one right after. It's when my son was starting to get into Magic. I was like, yes, I have a friend for life. I'm just going to lean on this Exclude that we know is an inevitable circumstance with the style that our opponent's playing. So very good hand as long as we just maybe get an island. Really don't want to see a life stuff's really going to eat up our clock here. They've probably cut it though. But for what? Spell bombs. Drop a land, pass the turn. That's what this is all about. Asian Shade. I remember playing with those in paper. 5/5 protection from white. I think it was 2 and 3 black. Somebody correct me, or was it 3 and 3 black? It's back when spells mattered, damn it. Hiya! Give us a card. And a stupid thing to have committed to memory, isn't it? Yeah, I was 3 and 3. I gotcha. We'll get this going here. Get rid of their sack outlets. That used to be tech. That was back when Swords to Plowshares was just in everybody's list. Everybody was so tired of having their big investments get nailed, and then I think that was in Homelands, if I'm not mistaken. That was one of the good cards in Homelands. God, that set was garbage. I always crack up when I watch the professor's videos, and in the corner he's got an unopened box of Homelands. I'm like, yep, gonna crack open a bunch of shrinks. Yeah, well, yep. I can always tell the old schoolers in the chat, and they get my references like that. Alrighty. I'd rather get another blue online here. Yep. Get a life back. Sit on Exclude, and then we'll start doing some stuff. Mainly fetching for, you know what, the fumes. That's what I'm trying to say. Just want to keep that beetle at 1. Hard to do. Very hard to do. I could be wrong. It might have been Ice Age. I really remember it being in Homelands, though. Got a really goofy, accurate memory for things that don't matter like that. You guys got the whole world at your fingertips. Go look it up. Let me know if I'm right. Yeah, we'll get rid of... That's a quality critter. I don't mind countering that. Drawing a card for it. Get rid of this as we activate here. Boy, they really went hard in the paint with that anti-graveyard, didn't they? Might be worthy of a... I think I might want to brainstorm first thing. First untap. There goes our graveyard. Extra card for our friend here. Apparently, from the last, speaking of the professor, the last video I saw was about kind of over Wizards backpedaling a bit or claiming they are going to and not releasing so much product or so many variations of product. I want to do this straight out of the gates here. Let's drop, look at 3, fix our opener. Hopefully not get marooned too badly. Oops, alrighty. Bring this down. Kill this beast. Sit back on a counterspell. For anything of quality. I'm really curious how our deck swapped. That was very weird. So normally, I've had that. I got DQ'd for a week because, you know, between rounds in the Pauper Classic Tuesday tournaments, a lot of times I'll like to tinker or something, and I thought I had another copy of the list open, but it was the one that I was, you know, last loaded, and so it you know, round 3 or something started, and I load it right up, and I'm like, oops. MTG bot. Pimping out the show. Here we go, here we go. Nothing to do. All right. Guess we'll just keep taking stuff. Keep the graveyard nice and light. Of course, Crypt Incursion's not that great with Relic, but One or the other. Got a nice play here with either Brainstorm and the Teachings, or if they do anything, Brainstorm and the Devious Cover-Up. Yeah. Well, in the company's defense, they probably have had quite a few, you know, people in charge and come in with a new regime or a new angle, or this is how we're going to do things under my watch sort of angle. God, how... Gotta think Mark Rosewater's times, I don't know, just seems like he's just bedrock there. Does a damn good job of it. I just can't stand the guy's voice. Do we just go get our combo here? Let's look first and then we'll Teachings. That's a pretty good option. That's a really good option. God, I like all this. Teachings later. I want to keep that. We don't have anything in our yard, but we're going to start now. Let's see. Do we have... Hey, all of those are online. Okay. I kind of like all this. Sure, we'll put this back and this back. Now I'm going to inventory. So I like our hand too much. Dun dun dun. And we're back. Cover up. See if they have any removal here. There's a blog that transcribes this podcast. Pop, 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 pop. I could attack for one. This is weird. Done. Maybe they're just holding on to removal. Okay. Alrighty. Brainstorm here. Cool. I've already got one Teachings. I'm probably gonna do that this turn. I guess we'll go cover up. I guess we had our here. Or do we? Not in that big of a predicament here. I'm getting so gingerly on time here. Oop. It's considering Hadar and then just smash with Relic and screw the inventory. I'm trying to... An 8. Inventory here. If we draw that, I don't want to do it this way. All our friends are back. Okay, okay. Let's do this. Yeah, that's not a bad plan there. We still got enough time. I like it, Dreamer's Dingo. Need all the advice I can get. So many new things to do and read, and that's why I almost never stream with these. Can't believe we're up on time. Ooh. The campsite we're going to be at in about 2 weeks' time has about an inch of snow on the ground. That was interesting. I think they just miscalculated what we're playing. Have a bunch of removal, maybe? Who knows? Yeah, sure. Lots of options. Very tempted to get the Union. We'll go with the Fumes, though. And go like this. We'll just play this. 1, 2, 3. Do this on attack. They'll still have 2 guys, and then we can cover up the persistent comeback if it does show up. And we don't want to trip that relic with what we've got in our yard if we can help it. We're not going to be drawing any cards here, so let's do the thing. Village Rites, maybe? I want him to immediately start thinking about his graveyard. So I'm going to do this now. Now with as crowded as our hand is, might just cast down here instead, depending on what happens here. All right, let's do the thing here. Oh, we can't do that, can we? Oh, that's just the ability. Oh, strange. I wonder why it wouldn't let us, Very strange. I thought we could do that. Just wouldn't let us. That was really weird. Boop. Everybody see that? I think that must be a bug. There's nothing about that being uncounterable. Or is there just something in the lore when it comes from the graveyard? Like, I know Unearth is uncounterable, but that's a known fact. That isn't an Unearth, that's just that ability. It's not a spell. Oh, okay. Well, learn something new every day. Cool. Alrighty. Boy, oh boy, we gotta get something going here. Let's, wait, 2, 4, 6. That's 6. I really want to get another plane out. I was thinking of we could have teachings into, you know, the life gainer. I could still do it here. He's gonna spend most of his turn bringing that one dude back, which is pretty underwhelming given the. I don't know if they've seen our life gain spell. I know we're playing with one less because this isn't the list I started with. Here it comes. Pull this out of the yard. Bloop, 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 bloop. So we maximize hand size here. Union. I guess we could get the part of the combo here. We'll get that with the next one. For right now, I want to gain a lot of life. Zap. 8. Hey, look at that. And we do our thing. So we'll play this. And now sit back. Hexxen Rouge! Awesome to see ya. Woo! I don't know if we do that this turn. Yeah. Let's counter that. Let's counter that. Kind of glad this is happening because we've got things to do here. Sometimes your hand gets a little too full. Makes you want to play with Library of Lang. Oh, good to hear, Hexxen Rouge. Exile. Take one. We'll do the recruit blocking next. I think they just have removal in their hand the way this is playing out here. Arms of Hadar is like, come on, use me. I'm good at this stuff. Embarrassing options now. I guess we just teachings for the other union here. Got enough Devious Cover-Up options here. 2, 3, 4. Cast this, buy it back. For a year? Good grief. Not even sure if blocking is the right call there. Should probably just try to start playing even and make them invest in the board so that arms can do something. Yeah. That's fine. Sure. I think they're just holding all removal. It's kind of funny. All right. I'm gonna teachings here. Go find another union. Remove a yard. What? I thought I already did that. 2, 3. Third path. Yeah. Gain a bunch. Drop a bunch. Counter punch. 3, 6. We'll chill. Man, this deck is slow. Talk about a clash of deck versus. I like control this, but these broodingly overly patient ones are just like, oh my goodness. All right. It's time for some fun. Let's stop these shenanigans. We'll cover this up. Wait. Cancel. Hold on. All right. I want to do this. I clicked the wrong thing last time. Okay. Now, let us think about these things. Crypt Rats would be pretty good. Suffocating Fumes would be pretty good. Union and probably another Prohibit. Let's do that. Yes. Yeah, what Mtmentat said. I'm sure there's quite a few deck of cards amongst the soldiers, I would think. All right, I am just Captain Patience over here, at least feigning that way. Let's get some options in our hand here. Bloop. That's quite a few. Looks like we got all the time in the world, because we do. No games, wow. I'm just glad you're all right, my friend. Awesome when you drop by. So every time I turn on the news, I think, what's Hexxen doing? Where's he at? What's going down? Let's try one of these again. We'll buy it back. Okay. Change of plans. I don't even think I'm going to block here. Should I? Shouldn't I? Yeah, let's do this. I should have had a stop there. Bummer. Yeah, I should have totally had a stop there. I guess I can do this, though. It does go on the stack. Makes them use their mana. It almost works out better. Unless they've got a trick, because even if we counter it, it'll still go in the yard. Woo! That worked out even better. Cool. EOT, get a little man. Slowly the engine is growing. No, and we'll draw a card. I'm just happy we're ahead on time. Look at this embarrassment of riches. All the mana, all the colors. Well, not all the colors. Sure feels that way. Hey, look at this. Another one. Pardon me, sir. Can we have another? Let's do Storefront Hold Control. Cast Brainstorm. Oh, we like all this. I don't need this. And probably the land at this point. We are getting a land. Yeah, sure. I'm going to swamp. Swamp. I'm like a duck when I say that. Okay. Should we just cast this down now? It's like, get out of here. I don't like stuff. Hi. Well, this guy's tenacious. They are not giving up. I say we try to win the old school way. We'll just start making tokens. 2, 3, 4. Buy back. Water. We'll attack here. Make 2 more tokens. Prohibit feels so OP when you're up against a very low curve deck. I'm usually fond of playing what's up with all this endgame stuff. Meaning the last 10 cards of your list. Almost every game. Hey yo, all right. This will be a big fat counter. Just for the number of men. Graveyard. We could have teaching there for a Dispel or something, but I don't really think it's worth it. This is fine. We'll let this through. Not that we have that much of a choice. Be a wee bit careful if he's got a whole lot of tricks. Those are counters, and might get around Hadar if we don't watch out. We'll just teachings now. What shall we get? Decay looks good. That looks good. Cast down looks pretty good. Let's get cast down. We'll make a dude. Let's go. One of the only creatures I kind of want 1-for-1 removal against. I just don't want that getting out of hand. We'll just do it now so there's no drama. And attack. Before we do that, we'll do this. Oh, teachings for teachings? Yep. You're probably right, my friend. Keep feeling like I have 10 seconds left. I see their clock is mine. Oh, all right. Oh my God, that wasn't their last match, was it? We're going to a game 3. This is tough because, you know, in some games this will be the MVP, but if Relic shows up early and often... All right, well, they made the decision pretty easy there. All right, let me go over the list that we were supposed to be playing, because this is the list we were supposed to be playing with 3 unions. I have never seen that happen before because I did not go into the deck editor and mess about, but we'll go over the list here real quick, which is all over the place. We've got to sort this so it looks nice for y'all again. I don't know what happened to my initial layout here. This is how we do it, so it's aesthetically pleasing. There we go. All right, 24 lands. I think that's a bedrock rule in this style of list. But yeah, my buddy obZen from Pauper Classic Tuesdays, we've fought for, gosh, almost decades now. It's getting there. He's got quite a good brewing mind, but this the only changes I made to his initial list was I added one of these and one of these. I lost one of these and one of these. I really like this Union of the Third Path. I don't know how everybody missed it. I mean, obviously it's not the greatest card in some lists, but it's definitely should be considered in a 75, especially if you're, you know, after who's not after life, right? I'm sure as the sets move on, there's going to be things that lose poison counters printed at common if things get too much more out of control. Speaking of control, that's what we were playing today. Our win condition is Recruit the Unworthy and or Crypt Rats. This almost never happens. This is pretty much it. And even when you get in trouble, you can usually get it back with your, where did it go? Oh, there it is. Devious Cover-Up to get back your main key cards. But yeah, speaking of key cards, this teaching style build, usually, as we saw in the very last play, teachings for teaching is when you're at a board state when you don't really need anything and you've got control. That's always a very good play to act as almost like these lands do, where you can thin out your list from other things and have more options and stuff. So I was happy how I played Relic in that last game. It's hard for me not to trip these a lot of times. I'm just like, you know, you get greedy, but I thought we were patient against persistent specimens. So that was pretty fun. Last thought, as much as you comment on artwork, really recommend the YouTube channel Ristic Studies. Oh yeah, I've seen their stuff before, but I'll make sure to go give them a like here. Yeah, I think I found them. There was a really cool, they do that like history of the cards, right? I think they I saw something go over, and there was like a 40-minute video, and I was like, wow, this is really well done. So yeah, no, definitely I've liked mine there because they're all about kind of quality too. So yeah, check them out if we're always about sharing channels and stuff. But so yeah, whole lot of control, a lot of draw, a lot of fun. If you're like me and you don't really like the teaching style, I can't really say that. There's some teachings builds just like 2 weeks ago that I liked, and it's the right card. But traditionally, this is what it looks like. Sometimes it's just black blue. I mean, I've got some really old ones here I'd like to show you guys because it doesn't come up all that much. But and we might have mentioned this a few weeks ago. Apologies if I did. Where is he at? There's my old. I used to compete against this guy. This is like in 2006, just all the time. Ah, dang it! Where is that list at? It was teachings, but it was I think his last name's on it, or his name is on it, Brian E. Did I see it? This is not. Do I have it built? I know it. Oh, here he is. So yeah, there's a player that used to go by the name Monica Brian E. that I used to back in Empty the Warrens days, and I would play like Kiln Fiend Lava Dart and Empty the Warrens Storm combo. This is how teachings used to look. He sported all four. I mean, we've got some stuff I'll have to zoom in for you all on. 2 rewinds. It's like, oh, there's a card to read, right? So look at how much the metagame's changed, right? We got 4 mystical teachings. We got 4 mold drifters. Mysteries of the Deep. I'm sure a lot of you have to stop and read that. Draw 2 cards. If you land enter this play, draw 3 cards. He only had 1 of those, obviously, with the teachings build. Soul Manipulation, I think, is very underplayed. And Whale of the Nim, Capsize Engine. He's got the Rift Watchers, Remove Soul, all these things. 1 Grim Harvest, bring everything back. So if you're an old schooler like me, these lists kind of... Then he had another angle of it. That was the red metagame one. This was the one that was just if red or goblins back then wasn't around. This is what he ran, and it's very, very old choices, obviously. I mean, this is well over a decade old, but yeah, this, oh yeah, and this one wasn't teachings. This is just the black blue. So yeah, apologies. This was the main one for the teachings ability. But anyway, enough rambling, guys. Bad meta, yeah. Hexxen Rouge, thanks so much for chiming in and hanging out. I'll see you next week with something new for sure. There was a demon list that one of my viewers, I think, beat me with. And it had maybe about a 10% improvement area. We've been going back and forth on email. Apologies for not remembering the guy's name. But I might be playing that with Grizzled Brand and stuff. So be good times. Anyway, y'all, I'm going to head out. Enjoy the fights if you're watching them. Hexxen Rouge, stay safe and play lots of Pauper. We'll see you next time. And here comes one of my oldest things ever. For you old schoolers out there, John Finkel was one of the pros that I always idolized. And when we first made Pauperganda, I got a wig on and I did some really cheesy promotion and I called him Don Winkle. So enjoy this memory of cheesiness.
Hello, Pauperganda. Don Wrinkle here, telling you about the very first show all about Pauper. It's called Pauperganda. I, Magic Great Don Winkle, fully endorse it. These guys are great. Check them out on YouTube.